So the question is, if God created all truth, um, what does that mean for has God ever done something that's false? Um, so this might be a little bit big for this conversation here, but truth is something independent of God. It's a logical necessity. God created all reality. Truth is the phrase we use when we're saying something matches reality. So when Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, he's saying who I am, what I claim about myself, how I act, and the state of my heart, those are all in alignment with reality. Um, I'm true through and through. And so there's a certain correspondence that happens between something we're claiming and reality. And if it's true, it corresponds to reality. So God created, and he created all things. And when something is in accordance with that, we say that it's true. Now, God is true. He's not false. That's why Jesus was claiming to be true. So God's intentions are noble. God's heart is pure. God is holy. He doesn't twist and turn and change. He's got integrity that way, and character. Basically, it's a strange thing to say, but we worship God because God's character is worthy of worship. And so God's character is aligned appropriately for us to be able to say, wow, he's not an evil creator. He's a good creator. So that's kind of the picture of reality here. And so then could God ever do something that's false? Well, that's an interesting question. If Jesus looked at somebody and said, what's best for them is this, I know how I want to lead them. They won't understand all of this, but I could explain it to them this way. And I give kind of the kindergarten version of it to move someone that way. Could I go to Jesus and say, that was a bit misleading because it was only like a fraction of a bigger picture, which was this. So were you being false, Jesus? I think Jesus would say, no, I was being a shepherd. I was being like a parent that out of goodness understands the child, what the child can comprehend, and with that benevolent sense leads and influences the child. Now, I didn't say false, anything. I didn't lie to that child, but I led the child in the way that relationally made the most sense. So, I mean, you can get into all sorts of games that way and try and figure that out, but the reality is, no, I don't feel like Jesus is ever going to do anything, believe anything, feel anything, or that God is ever going to do something that is misaligned with what goodness is, good character is, or reality that he created. Those are head games and remind me of like the medieval ages when, how many angels can dance on the head of a pin kind of thing. I mean, it's a bit of a linguistic game. I think the end is to say that if Jesus embodies truth and if God embodies truth, it's because their character is so well formed that it, in a benevolent, loving way, corresponds with reality and with us, men and women, as part of that creation. So that's, again, a little hard just playing with language.